Your jacket still behind the door, like you might walk in once more. The bed feels colder than before. Empty room, silent heart. Your coffee cup, your fading scent, a life I never meant to end. The clock keeps time, but time won't stop. Empty room, silent heart. Empty room, silent heart, torn apart right from the start. I scream inside but make no sound. In an empty room where love broke down. I talk to walls that never reply. Pour my tears into the night. Every word I never said lies awake inside my head. Empty room, silent heart, loneliness tearing me apart. I give it all just to restart this empty room, this silent heart. If walls could speak, they'd beg me to stay. But even memories fade away. All that's left is the dark of an empty room. Silent heart. Neon flickers like it's tired too, shining through lives we both outgrew. You said forever like it was cheap. Now I drink alone while the city sleeps. Neon doesn't lie, it just reveals every crack in what we feel. Neon doesn't lie, it only shows what we were afraid to know. Streetlight hums in a broken key. Same old bar, same old me. Your ghost still dances in the glass. Every reflection is the past. Neon doesn't lie, it stays awake, watching every promise break. Every color cuts too bright. Neon tells the truth tonight. If truth had mercy, it dimmed the sign. Let me forget you one last time. But neon burns through alibis, and love can't hide behind those lights. Love can't hide behind those lights. I read your goodbye in electric glow, and every window I pass real slow. The city knows what I deny. Neon sees what hearts won't try. Neon doesn't lie, it lets me see you were never coming back to me. Neon doesn't lie, it stands its ground while everything else burns down. Neon still glowing after you. and sell my soul outright. Just rented it a few bad nights. Every promise tasted sweet till it pulled the chair beneath. Neon halos, burning sins, same old star, same old end. I wasn't evil, I was keen, walking through the devil's dream. The devil's dream don't scream or shout, it just waits till you're worn out. I don't run, I don't redeem. I woke up from the devil's dream. I chase relief, not hell or heaven, just one quiet truth at 7. AM light cut through the steam, ended the devil's dream. Some temptations look like rest till they crawl into your chest. The devil's dream is over now. I paid the debt, I learned the how. I don't blame what I've been. I woke up from the devil's dream. Sun comes up, I stay clean. The bar knows my last name, not my first. It seen me at my best and my worst. Same stool, same song, same dim light, same excuses every night. The bar knows my last name, pours me slow, doesn't ask things it already knows. I come in broken, I leave the same. Yeah, the bar knows my last name. Bartender nods like a tired priest. Here's my confession, never speaks. I trade small talk for another round, trying to drink your memory down. The bar knows my last name, knows my face, knows I'm still stuck in the same damn place. Every glass calls out your name. Yeah, the bar knows my last name. If walls could talk, they'd tell me leave, but they just listen and let me bleed. This place don't judge, don't ask for change. It just stays the same. Closing time feels like a lie. Morning waits, but I don't try. I sign the tab like it's my fate. Another night, another day. The bar knows my last name, not my soul, but it holds me together when I'm cold, till I learn how to forget your name. I'll keep mine here just the same. Same bar, same name. Same bar, same name. Remembers everything we were. Even the lies we preferred to blur. Walls lean in like they wanna hear every laugh, every tear. The room remembers every sound, every love we ran aground. your name, the room remembers all the same. Floorboards creak in familiar ways. Like they still replay our days. The lamp still waits for your hand, like it never got the plan. The rumor's what I deny. How we said goodbye without goodbye. I moved the chair, I changed the tune, but the room remembers you. If walls could forgive, they'd let me sleep. But they keep what lovers keep. They don't judge, they don't explain. They just hold the pain. Yeah. I leave the door cracked every night. Not for hope, just habit, right? Some endings don't slam or scream, they just live in the scene. The room remembers every scar, who we were and who we are. I'll take the blame, I'll take the fall. The room remembers it all. Oh. Yeah, well, it remembers. Photographs don't hurt like before. They just knock and leave the door. Time took color, softened edges, left me standing with the lessons. I don't rewind, I don't deny, just let old moments pass me by. I don't cling, I don't bury faded memories. Faded memories don't cry, they just wave when passing by. I don't chase what used to be, I think. Faded memories. Some love stays, some love bends, some just teach you where it is. I didn't fail, I didn't flee, I grew through memory. If pain was proof that love was real, then I felt enough to they help me learn what I know. I don't need them to stay with me, I'm okay with faded memories. Last note rings, nothing left to prove. Your voice still whispers in my sleep, secrets I was meant to keep. Every road leads back to you. Every truth feels half untrue. Moonlight falls across my chest, where your head once found its rest. Now I'm lying here alone, with shadows carved into my bones. Shadows on the heart won't fade, they call your name in quiet ways. I've tried to run, I've tried to start, but love leaves shadows on the heart. I hear your laugh in crowded rooms, feel your absence like a wound. Every touch I try to fake just reminds me of the ache. Shadows on the heart remain, like whiskey burns inside my veins. No matter how far apart we are, I carry shadows on the heart. Some loves die, some never leave. They just change the way you breathe. I've learned to live with the dark of shadows on the shadows on the heart, stay strong. They hum your tune in every song. Even now, when we're apart, I live with shadows on the heart. The needle drops with a gentle sigh, a crackle and a pop for a love gone by. This old record, we played it thin. The night our forever was about to begin. Now your ghost is dancing in the dim lit haze, lost between the grooves of our younger days. There's dust on the vinyl, hiding the sound of the sweetest love that I ever found. spins all alone, a faded black spiral. Our story is buried in the dust on the vinyl. The singer's voice is a mournful cry. He's asking the same questions, Lord, so am I. Each little scratch is like a scar on my soul, a piece of the story that time has stolen. I try to wipe it clean, but it ain't no use. The dust is part of the song now, just like these blues. There's dust on the vinyl, hiding the sound of the sweetest love that I ever found. It spins all alone, a faded black spiral. Our story is buried in the dust on the vinyl. The air is thick and heavy in this lonely late night bar. The only light is coming from the bottle and a star. It's burning at the end of my last lonely cigarette, a feeling that's too new to me, but one I can't forget. I watch the smoke go curling in a lazy ghostly dance, and for a moment in the haze I thought I had a chance. 'Cause I hear a whisper in the smoke as it's drifting past my face. Sounds just like your voice, honey, in this dark and empty place. Is it just the whiskey talking? Is it something in my soul? This sweet and mournful whisper in the smoke is taking its control. It ain't a real sound, I know, nothing anyone can hear, just a trick my mind is playing. fueled by loneliness and fear. The smoke, it makes a shape that almost looks a bit like you. Then it breaks apart and vanishes the way you vanish too. I take another long, slow drag and I hold my breath so tight, hoping I might hear you one more time before the end of the night. 'Cause I hear a whisper in the smoke as it's drifting past my face. Sounds just like your voice, honey, in this dark and empty place. Is it just the whiskey talking? Is it something in my soul? This sweet and mournful whisper in the smoke is taking its control. Curtain drawn so tight, smoke hanging in the light. I've been strumming 3 chords since you left. Nothing left, just regret. Curtains drawn, I'm here alone, playing pain I've always known. Curtains drawn, this blues my own, under a backroom tone. Your perfume still haunts the air, mixed with whiskey and despair. Each night repeats the same refrain, every note still calls your name. If walls could weep, they'd cry for me, echoing what used to be. Curtains drawn, the light is gone, but the song plays on and on. But the song plays on and on. But the song plays on and on.
The sun is getting weary, bleeding orange on the wall, putting on its final show before the darkness takes it all. I'm sitting by the window, my guitar across my knees, counting every shadow that is painted by the trees. Another day is over, another one is lost, paid for with a currency of memory and cost. and the last light is slipping through the pain, whispering a goodbye, just like the coming rain. Yeah, the last light is slipping, soft and sad and slow, leaving me with nothing, nowhere left to go. The colors start to deepen from a gold to purple gray. The final stubborn sunbeam doesn't want to go away. It reminds me of your leaving, how you lingered at the door, how you looked back one last time, then you weren't there anymore. And just like that it's over, the day has lost its fire, and I'm surrendered fully to the mercy of the night. And the last light is slipping through the pain, whispering a goodbye, just like the coming rain. Yeah, the last light is slipping, soft and sad and slow, leaving me with nothing and nowhere left to go.
Blue light spilling on the floor, looks the same as the night before. Your shadow dancing inside my head, while these blues keep me fed. Blue light on the floor, shining cold. Blue light on the floor, stories untold. Every note I play bleeds what I feel under blue light that won't heal. Drums tap soft like a broken heart, bass hums low where the pain can start. I walk through darkness with open eyes, counting echoes and light. If color could forgive my sin, I'd paint the world to let you in, but only blue stays at my door, spilling lonely on the floor. On the floor.
is thick with memories, a haze of yesterday. Every corner's filled with words I didn't get to say. The air is gray and heavy, hard to see and hard to breathe. A tangled web of sorrow that my lonely fingers weave. But on the table, standing tall against the coming night, there's a single steady candle punching a hole in the fading light. Just a candle in the smoke, a tiny fragile flame, the only thing that's clear enough to still call out your name. It flickers and it dances, so brave and so alone. A golden burning memory in a house that's not a home. Yeah, a single candle in the smoke, trying hard to shine. Smoke, it curls around it, tries to choke its little spark. Like all my doubts and worries that own the lonely dark, it melts the wax like teardrops. They roll in hard and slow, a testament to everything I had to let go. I watch it burning lower, and I hold my breath in fear. 'Cause when it's gone, I know for sure there'll be no light in here. Just a candle in the smoke, a tiny fragile flame, the only thing that's clear enough to still call out your name. It flickers and it dances, so brave and so alone. A golden burning memory in a house that's not a home. Yeah, a single candle in the smoke, trying hard to shine. One chair sitting, nobody there. I keep staring at the space like you still care. Fireplace quiet, all the embers gone. I'm singing these blues on my own till dawn. Empty chair, empty heart, still playing my part. If you ever cross that door, you'll hear the same old chord. Empty chair, empty heart. floorboards whisper where you used to dance. Silence answers every second chance. Every note I bend cuts a little more. Bleeding out sorrow on this hardwood floor. If music could rewind time, I'd start back to before you broke my heart. But strings can only sigh and shake. They sing the truth I cannot make.
Smoke curls up from the ashtray glow. Your voice returns from long ago. A whisper hiding in the hay repeats our sweetest reckless days. Whisper in the smoke, words we never spoke, hangs in my throat. Whisper in the smoke, back room dim, where the strings run thin. Every note confesses sin. I play the truth too soft to say and watch it fade away. If I could breathe you back again, I'd break this habit, burn this pen. Letters none can read, on air that I still need.
Sat by the station, waited for your smile, but the last train's gone for quite a while. Cold rails humming under yellow light. No train tonight, no train tonight. No love in sight, just me and this brittle light. Tickets spent, platforms bare. No train, no prayer. Rain in the gutter, boots on stone. I play these blues for love overthrown. If iron wheels could turn back time, I'd ride your heart to mine. Signal swings and settle still. Timetables bend to someone's will, but not to mine. No wrong made right. No train tonight. Train tonight, no train tonight. The sky tonight is broken, spilling silver on the glass. Each drop of liquid goes to a moment that were built to pass. They gather into rivers, tracing paths I can't predict. Like every frantic memory, my tired soul is picked. The tapping out a rhythm, a chord I understand, a requiem for promises held tightly in my hand. They race each other downward like hurried panic tears, a finish line of sorrow that's been building up for years. Some are slow and heavy, clinging on with all their might, reflecting the distorted glow of a distant street lamp's light. Each one holds a universe of everything I feel, a storm of glass and water that's too beautiful to be real.
standing through it all. The storm outside is howling, but the quiet one's in here. And my face is superimposed on a world dissolved by fear. This pane of glass between us, it keeps my world apart from a sky that's crying with me for this broken, bleeding heart. The world becomes a watercolor, colors bleed and run. There's no horizon anymore, no moon and no sun, just a curtain made of water and a sound so soft and deep, where the secrets of the lonely are the only ones that keep. And for a moment I'm not lonely, I'm a part of this whole side, a quiet conversation between the heavens and I. There's a mirror and a wall. I see my own reflection standing through it all. The storm outside is howling, but the quiet one's in here. And my face is superimposed on a world dissolved by fear. This pane of glass between us, it keeps my world apart from a sky that's crying with me for this broken, bleeding heart. I hear the sound where your heels once fell, steps in the dark I know too well. Moonlight spills through broken blinds, but it can't warm these lonely times. Shadows on the steps, moving slow and thin, like the ghost of love I can't let in. Every step reminds me how it ends, just me and shadows on the steps again. The stairway creaks, a mournful tune, another memory fades too soon. If silence spoke, it would say your name over and over, just the same. Every footfall calls your ghost in the place I miss you most. I close my eyes but can't forget. You walk these stairs in silhouette, shadows on the steps, shadows on the step. One last shuffle on the floor before the night closes its door. I'm playing slow to my favorite tune under a fading moon. One last shuffle in the midnight haze, holding on to better days. Glass clinks soft as the curtain sways. One last shuffle through the maze. Curtains breathe while the wind creeps in. Bass hums low like a tired sin. I'll dance these blues till morning's gray, till the pain drifts away. One last shuffle in the midnight haze, holding on to better days. Glass clinks soft as the curtain sways. One last shuffle through the maze. Every footstep counts goodbye, every note aside. When dawn appears and lights the bar, I remember who you are. One last shuffle in the midnight haze, holding on to better days. Glass clinks soft as the curtain sways. One last shuffle through the maze. This old guitar ain't singing, not the way it did before. The notes don't ring like silver bells, they're just crying out for more. They've carried all my burdens, they've shouldered all my grief, and now these 6 old weary wires can't find no sweet relief. The wood is dark with sorrow, the frets are warm with tears. Been playing out this heartache for what feels like 100 years, and the strings are getting humble
shape of sorrow, and they know the sound of rain. Yeah, the strings are getting humble. They don't wanna sing so proud. They just wanna whisper your name softly to a dark and empty crowd. I press my fingers down so hard, try to make a joyful sound, but only weary blues come out from this haunted hollow ground. This guitar knows my secrets, it's felt my shaking hands. It's the only soul in this whole world who truly understands. It's absorbed the smoky ballroom and the salt from all my pain, and it's getting tired of singing about the same old loss again. And the strings are getting humble, they bend beneath the strain. They know the shape of sorrow, and they know the sound of rain. Yeah, the strings are getting humble. They don't wanna sing so proud. They just wanna whisper your name softly to a dark and empty crowd. I've been down this dusty road where the cold winds blow. Every step I take, another truth I know. Whiskey dreams keep me wide awake, pouring out pain that a heart can't break. Whiskey dreams under the moon, I feel the burn and I drink too soon. I forget tonight, but I return. Whiskey dreams, let the bad nights burn. I remember your touch on a winter night, warm in my hands and lost to flight. Now the glass is empty but my soul's not full. This bottle's my friend when the world turns cruel. The fire's dying down, but my heart still glows. Counting the scars that nobody knows. If dawn forgives what midnight earned, I'll leave these ashes in the churn.